everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am telling you a story about an orphan boy, so let's start. The 23rd story of Oliver Twist. Oliver's treated. Mr. Giles served the two ladies at a well spread breakfast table in a handsomely furnished room. Of the two ladies, the older one was well dressed and graceful. The younger lady was not past 17. She was beautiful, delicate, and gentle, and reflected peace and happiness. Just then the doctor arrived. I never heard of such a thing, exclaimed the fat gentleman, bursting in. Why didn't you send for me? I or my man would have come in a minute under such circumstances. Oh, said Rose, interrupting him, there is a poor creature upstairs whom aunt wishes you to see. Mr. Losberne followed Mr. Giles. He was a surgeon in the neighborhood, was kind, hearty, and eccentric. When he went upstairs to examine, the lay more child wore with pain and exhaustion, and sunk into a deep sleep. His wounded arm, bound and splintered up, was crossed upon his breast. What can this mean? Exclaimed the elder lady. This poor child can never have been the pupil of robbers. My dear young lady, rejoined the surgeon, mournfully shaking his head. Crime like that is not confined to the old and withered alone. The youngest and fairest are too often its chosen victims. But can you really believe that this delicate boy has been the voluntary associate of the worst outcast of society? Said Rose. The surgeon led them into an adjoining apartment. But even if he has been wicked, pursued Rose, he may be a homeless or orphan, who, with ill usage and hunger, was driven to hurt with men who have forced him to guilt. Aunt, think of this before you let them drag the sick child to prison, which would be grave of all his chances of amendment. My dear love, said the elder lady, as she folded the weeping girl to her bosom. Do you think I would harm a hair of his head? Oliver awoke the next morning. He told them all his simple history. He was a solemn thing to hear in the darkened room. The doctor asked Brittles and Giles roughly if they could testify whether Oliver was a steam child put through the window. Brittles and Mr. Giles looked at each other doubtfully. Just then a ring and the sound of wheels announced the arrival of officers from Bow Street.